All right, Jasmine and I are up here in Maine for the next couple days, doing some camping and doing some hunting as well. As you can see, I have a camper van now. Well, actually, I've had it for about 4 months at this point. I just really haven't featured it on the channel because I was kind of waiting for it to be fully up and running before I showed it here on the channel. But unfortunately, the transmission of my car blew last week, so I'm stuck with the van and figured I might as well start showing it in the videos now. It's the 1st of October and most of the hunting seasons up here in Maine are open now. So her and I are going to be predominantly going after turkeys, grouse, squirrels, mostly focusing on trying to find some turkeys, but we'll be hunting grouse and squirrels intermittently when we can't find the turkeys. The goal these next couple days is just to get some meat in the freezer, something different from the usual deer, bear, and goose that I have in there. So I'm just going to be out here camping on the family's land, hunting on the property here, and hunting on some other properties local to the area. But I'll give you guys a quick tour of the inside of the van here. Here's what it looks like from the inside. We got us a sink, stovetop with an oven, freezer, refrigerator under here, a shower, a bed for Jasmine and I, a whole bunch of storage, and there's more storage under the bed that can be accessed through the back door. Not everything in here is working properly at the moment, electrical wise. There's a loose connection in the fridge and freezer for the cord that connects to the van, so I have to connect it to my jackery that's in the shower there. And along with that, the water pump doesn't seem to be working, so I haven't replaced that yet. So we just have jugs of water in there. But the shower works, stovetop works. But it's about 2 o'clock now. Planning on heading out to do some squirrel hunting this evening. Maybe get a grouse, maybe some turkeys if we find any. I'm not really expecting to find any turkeys this evening because there's not a ton of them in the area that I'm camping out at, and I'm just going to stay local to here for the afternoon. Do some scouting for deer season because I would like to come up here deer hunting this fall with the SKS again, because it's been a couple years since I've come out here deer hunting. The last time I did, I didn't see anything. So if I could get a deer up here and with the SKS, that'd be pretty cool. And this year I have 2 antlerless tags along with the antler deer tags, so any deer that I see this year is definitely getting shot at. But I have 2 firearms with me. I have my 12 gauge shotgun and I have my 22 rifle. I just installed a new scope on the rifle yesterday. Laser sighted it, but haven't shot it yet. So I have to do some shooting with it now to get it sighted in before we head out to the woods. So let me get all my stuff unpacked, get the 22 unpacked, and we'll go sight that in. Alright, so I've got everything packed up, ready to head out. It's about 2:30 now. I'm also going to be wearing my brand new Kalkal hunting boots. The Kalkal boots that I've had have got to be the most comfortable hunting boots that I've worn out in the woods. I can walk for miles and miles with these things and my feet don't get sore at all while wearing them. It is a little warm out right now, it's just about 70 degrees, so my feet might get a little hot wearing these insulated rubber boots. But it's better than getting my feet wet in swamp water, even though there might not be any swamp water because it's been pretty dry up here. So I've got my 22 rifle strapped to the back of the backpack here. I'm gonna have that strapped to the back. I'm gonna have the shotgun in my hands. I'm gonna be walking around and see if we can find any grouse or turkeys. And if I see any squirrels or a bunch of squirrels, I can sit up against a tree, get the 22 out, pick them off with the 22. I don't want to be shooting squirrels with the shotgun because I hate having shattered small animal bones and busted stomachs and intestines sticking up the meat. So, Jasmine's all rigged up with her collar. She's ready to head out. Ready to find some birds and squirrels? Huh? Ready to find some squirrels? Yeah. See what we can find. See you guys when the action starts. So pretty much everything is open season right now, with the exception of deer. Deer opens up in about 3 days from now. So pretty much if I see it and get a shot off at it, and I want to eat it, whatever it is, I'm gonna be taking shots. So I'm just gonna be slowly walking around, scouting for deer. I have my dad's cell camera with me, and I want to put that up somewhere as well. And if we flush anything up or see anything, take some shots. So see how this goes. Alright, so I haven't seen anything really. I did find a deer trail, but it's not on my family's property. It's on a neighboring property, so I can't put the cell camera on it. But other than that, I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen a single squirrel. Right out on the road here, the dirt road, there appears to be what possibly could be a turkey scratch. It looks kind of old though, but at least that means there's probably turkeys in here. I made it to this little grove of white oaks. There's not much for acorns here, but there are a couple of them dropped on the ground. So I'm just gonna hang out here for a little bit, see if any squirrels show up. Maybe do a few turkey calls to see if a turkey comes in too. Hopefully something shows up though. And unless I just want to be eating mixed nuts tonight for dinner, I gotta end up with something tonight, so see what happens. Got one. Good girl. Hey, hey, hey. Girl. Drop. 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 Good girl. Good girl. Sweet. First one. Nice shot. This might be the one that I just saw back behind me. I don't think it's the first one I shot at. Its tail's a little fluffier. Alright. Paid off. Might as well sit here for a little longer, see if we can get another one. I have a feeling there's another one around. Nice big female. Alright, well, got a squirrel. I've been sitting here for another 15-20 minutes or so. Haven't seen anything else. We have about, I don't know, 45 minutes until sunset. So I think I'm just gonna slowly make my way back to the camper van. Jazz and I will walk along the road. Maybe we'll get lucky and spook up a grouse or something. But got some meat for dinner tonight, so I'm happy with that. And it's past her dinner time as well. It's about 5:30, so she probably wants to get back to the camper van too, so she can have her dinner. So let's pack everything up and head back. Raccoons. was pretty cool. I thought it was a raccoon that was making that call back that way, so I started playing a raccoon distress call. About 5 minutes after I started the call, saw a brown object coming up the road here. And it was a fisher, a big one too, a nice big male. That was pretty cool. He had something in his mouth. I couldn't really tell what it was though, something small. A mouse or something. Mouse, a little squirrel, I'm not sure, but he wandered back over that hill. Wasn't interested in my mouth squeaks when I was doing it. He was right here, so it was obviously food that he had in his mouth. But, alright, I'm almost back to the camper van now. Process up this squirrel and get dinner cooking. Well, alright, there we go. There's the meat. I had a hell of a time butchering that thing. I guess Jasmine ripped into it more than I thought. Tried to do the tail method, messed that up. Tail just broke right off. And then as I was peeling the hide back, the entire thing split in two. So I got it done. Got a lot of hair on it. Gonna have to wash a little bit of that off. But I'm hungry, so let's get this thing cooking. Add some seasoning. Just gonna finish it off in the oven here. Alright, it's been about 20 minutes. Should be done. Looking good. Alright, so I'm just going to let it cool off, eat, and head to bed. Tomorrow morning we're going to be heading out, going after some more squirrels first thing in the morning. It's supposed to be pretty cold. It's supposed to be 34 as a low tomorrow. So we're going to head out there, go after some of those squirrels. There's a turkey around, going to go after them. Once it warms up a bit, we're going to switch gears and head out for grouse. So, I'll see you guys all in the morning. Alright, well, it's about 7 a.m. Just start the van running to warm it up a bit. Slept pretty well last night. Only woke up a few times, and every time I did it was only for a minute or two, so it's definitely as cold as they said it was going to be. It's probably just above freezing. Seems to be some frost on the grass as well, so definitely got cold. But Jazz and I were comfortable last night in the bed under the sleeping bags. But anyway, just fed her breakfast. Gonna get myself dressed. We're gonna head to the new spot that we're gonna be spending pretty much the whole day at. First things first, we're gonna try to get at some squirrels. So let me get changed, and I'll see you guys when we arrive there. Alright, so pulling into the parking lot here, I think I just saw some turkeys up on one of the paths back behind me. So I'm getting all my stuff together. I'm gonna run out there and see if I can get on top of them. Stay. Alright, well, I never relocated those turkeys, but as I was walking back toward the van, I saw a couple squirrels, took a shot at one, missed them. Been sitting here for probably about 45 minutes, waiting for them to reappear, and they keep reappearing, but in places that I can't get good shots off, so I'm going to move along and see if I can find some more somewhere else, or come across those turkeys again. Got him. Here, Jess. Hey. Hey. Right here. Right here. You got him? Hey, easy. Drop. Get a squirrel? That's a nice one. That's a big one. Cool. Got one anyway. Huh? You get the squirrel? Get the squirrel? It took long enough. Been at it for like an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. Finally can move spots a bit. One ahead, back that way a bit more. Sat down in this open spot thinking that there'd be a squirrel in here. And like a minute after I sat down, I started hearing turkeys on the dirt road up above me. They were quite talkative. And they were talking back to me when I was calling to them on the mouthpiece call. But I heard a car go down the road and they went quiet. I gave a few more calls, but I went quiet too, so I'm gonna sit here for a little bit and see if one of them shows up. Where's Jess? Where's Jess? Go get him.
comes. Here he comes, Jess. He's gonna fall. Here he comes. Nice. Easy, easy, easy. Good girl. Girl. Yep. Hit him both times. I think the second shot was better. Try not to show the other side because its guts are popping out, but it's another big one. This one's a male, looks like. Looked like I hit him pretty good on the first shot too. Might have been a little low, but I think it definitely would have knocked him down. Well, all right, that's number 2 there. Jasmine heard it long before I did. I heard some leaves rustling, but I thought it was just the little songbirds messing around out here. But she was sitting next to me, and like 30 seconds before I sent a Snapchat video to a couple of my buddies of her sitting there looking over there and shaking with excitement. Thought she was just overreacting, and then the next thing you know, I look over and here he is, the squirrel just walking right over. I'm facing the other way. I'm facing that way, he was this way. He was only, God, 5 yards by the time I pulled up the chute. I had the shotgun in my lap rather than the 22 because I was expecting or hoping that the turkeys were going to come down here, but I haven't heard them for a while now, so I think they're gone somewhere else. But I put the shotgun down, quickly grabbed the 22, spun around. He presented a perfect shot right on that tree there, so I got a shot off, I hit him, and then I hit him again, much higher up in the tree, so cool. 2 nice big squirrels, I'll take it. It's about 11 o'clock now, so I think I'm gonna head out, probably process these 2 squirrels, get some lunch, get changed, take some of these clothes off, because I have a lot of layers on right now, and I think I'm gonna head out and see if we can find any grouse. Get Jasmine some exercise. We've been just sitting around all morning, waiting for these squirrels and turkeys, so, but I'll see you guys after I eat and when we're out after those grouse. Wild caught Subway sandwich. All right, Jazz, you ready? Go swim? There's a porcupine in that tree over there. At least that's what it looks like from here. Zoom in on it, see for sure. Right in that lone tree. Yep, yeah, it's a porcupine. Well, unfortunately, I didn't bring my 22 with me on this go around. I left it in the van. So I think I can get a clean shot with the shotgun though. Put most of the pellets in the head, save the rest of it. I'm gonna try it. I also don't have the tripod for you guys, so I'm gonna have to figure out a way to set this camera up so you can see what's going on. But let's give it a shot anyway. It's a little one. All right.
Leave it. Oh, I mean, I got him good. Got him in the head. Jazz, come here. He's falling. Jasmine, come here. Leave it. All right, well, got him. Just fell out of the tree. He's definitely a young one, though. Probably last year's young or this year's young. I have no idea. I have no idea how to judge a porcupine's age, but it's definitely not a big one. But I don't see them too often sitting out in a tree like that, so I'm not gonna miss the opportunity. There's no putting that guy in my backpack and saving him the butcher for later, so get him into some shade, process him up now, and Jazz and I will continue on our way looking for some grouse. Should be right here somewhere. Yep, right there. That's bigger than I thought, actually. Decent sized one. Definitely not old though. Yeah. Yeah, definitely a youngster. Yeah, there we go. First porcupine all season, so that's pretty cool. Got a bunch of ticks on him. There he is. Try not to get pricked. I'm gonna end up getting pricked while I process this little guy though. Cool. A lot of little barbs on him. All right. Get this little guy processed up. Continue on our way. All right, got the porcupine done. Not too much to it, but it's nice and tender, so it's gonna be some good eating. Not sure if I'm gonna eat it tonight or if I'm gonna wait until I'm back home. We shall see. But anyway, let's continue on the way. Couldn't resist. Hey girl, come here. Third of the day. One more for a limit. See how badly I beat this poor guy up. There he is. Surprisingly, he's not really beat up at all. All his bones seem intact. Can definitely feel pellets throughout his whole body though. But small enough that I don't think it really matters. But there we go. Number 3 for the day. Not quite what I'm looking for, but I'll take it. Well, I just did a big loop. I ended up back where I got that porcupine. The tree that I got him in is right here. Right here, this tree here. And, I'm walking right this way, and I think I see another one sitting in the tree over here. Right there. That one is probably just as big, if not smaller, so I am not going to take that one too. It's just a second little porcupine sitting up in the tree there. I don't know what's up. Haven't seen a single grouse. Haven't even heard one fly up anywhere. It is really noisy walking off the main path though. So all the bracken ferns are all dried out, so it's like I'm walking across dried newspaper. It's not great. But we're gonna continue on the way. We're gonna try to stay on actual paths for a little bit. See if that helps us at all. Hopefully you have some luck. Hey. Psst, psst.
Alright, so we're back at camp. Didn't see any grouse. Saw a few more squirrels, but didn't get a good shot at them, so just let them go. I did end up finding what I believe is the turkeys that I heard this morning. They're probably about 400 or 500 yards away from where I originally heard them. Small group, maybe 8 to 10. Looks like 2 hens and all their poults from this year. I'm going to try to head out there early tomorrow morning before daybreak. See if I can call them into my location. I have a feeling I know where they're going to roost. So I'm going to see if I can get on them in the morning. But probably not going to go after squirrels tomorrow. My plan is to go after the turkeys first thing in the morning, the first couple hours, and then go after grouse again in a different location for the remainder of the morning. I have to leave here and head back home sometime midday. I'm not going to cook any of the squirrel or anything tonight. I ended up getting Subway on the way home. I didn't really feel like cooking this late because right before I came back, I ended up going onto the property here and putting up a cell camera for my dad to get ready for deer season, which is coming up in a month here. So pretty much, Jasmine and I are just going to head to bed, and I'll see you guys in the morning.
Morning. Jazz. It's pretty cold again this morning. Probably only about 35, 36 degrees, I think. But alright, it's about 6 o'clock. Shooting light is, I don't know, an hour away, maybe, something like that. Yeah. So, get dressed. See if we can get some of these turkeys. Yep. Watch Jasmine.
Well, I gave a few calls. I didn't hear any of the turkeys, so did a calling session. I'm gonna leave that area for a moment, head down this hill toward the creek. Saw a bunch of squirrels down here yesterday, so I do have the 22 with me. I'm gonna head down here, see if I can get a squirrel or two. Figured I might as well do a predator distress call down here too, because I have seen coyotes down here before. There are a lot of coyotes in the area, so if I can get a coyote, it'd be pretty cool. So I'm gonna head right to the top of the ridge overlooking the creek bottom. That's where I'm gonna hang out for a little bit.
Come on, Jazz, fetch. Come. Come.
Where is it?
You ate them, didn't you? You're licking your chops. Where is he? He's down here? Is he down there?
Well, just knocked down a little red squirrel. I think Jasmine ate him though, because she's been licking her chops ever since she came back up the hill, so I'm convinced that squirrel's gone. Oh well. But anyway, you guys probably didn't see what happened. I tried to get the camera on in time, but a coyote came in down below me. This is where I was standing. He was right down in that little gap right there. And as soon as I saw him, he saw me too. And then he flipped around and ran across this, where is it? This beaver dam that's right here. And he didn't come back, so. Saw one anyway. Just didn't see him quite in time. But I'm gonna head back up the hill now. I haven't really seen any gray squirrels. I've heard a couple out and around me, but none directly right here. Set up under some gray squirrel spots up there. Do some more turkey calling, see if I can get those turkeys to come in. Alright, well, just about 9 o'clock now. It's been a slow morning. Haven't seen any gray squirrels in these spots that I've been sitting at. There's only been one that I think I hear walking across this clearing on the other side of me here. Haven't heard the turkeys again since I initially heard them back up on top of the hill there. I don't think I spooked them. They sounded like they were pretty far away when I originally heard them, so I don't think that was the issue. But I think it's time to pack up and switch gears and head out for grouse again. If I see any turkeys on the way, it'll become a turkey hunt, but otherwise, I'll see you guys out there when I'm ready to roll. Alright, so we made it to the new location. Just gonna be walking along the edges of the swamps and the creek bottoms and along the roads as well. See if we can flush up a grouse, possibly run into some turkeys. I think once we start getting into the swampy area, I think the turkeys are a pretty low chance, but who knows, we might find a snowshoe hare or something too. You never know. We did last year, so. I also have a trail camera with me, and it's a specific spot that I want to check. I'm not sure if I'm going to put the trail camera in this spot, but if it looks good, then I'm probably going to. But let me turn this camera off, get the gun loaded up, see what we can find. Shh, shh, shh. Psst, psst, psst. Stay. 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 Ah. There was one right in the road there. How'd I miss that? It just started. One's sitting right in the road. Damn. Snowshoe hare. There's no way I hit that one. No. I didn't think so. It's kind of just a Hail Mary shot.
All right, well, unfortunately, we didn't have any luck this morning. Shot at that grouse and that hare, but unfortunately, I missed both of them. I think the grouse was a little further than I originally thought it was. That's why I missed it, because I mean, it was just out in the open in the middle of the road there. There's no reason I should have missed, but it was probably like 40, 45 yards out. And the rabbit, it was just a Hail Mary shot. I mean, I didn't even see him at that point when I did shoot anymore. It was just like the last point that I did see him. So I'm not surprised that I missed. But didn't find any more grouse, didn't find any more hares. Set up that trail camera. It's about 12:30 now. It's time for me to head back home. So overall, it was a good trip. No turkeys and no grouse, unfortunately, but did get quite a few squirrels and did get that porcupine as well. Next week is the opening of the archery deer season in Massachusetts, so you bet I'll be heading out for that. So thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed, like, share, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you all next time.